Imagine, because I plan on making this a highlight, actually, because I plan on making this a highlight, imagine if, someone clicks on this stream and sees what I was reacting to earlier. Alright, someone who doesn't watch this channel, they're gonna go, what the hell is this guy on? Alrighty, so if y'all can't tell, this is for the Rip Ride Rocket replacements. They are going fast. Like, fast on that thing. Man. Since that Rip Ride Rocket has been with me all my life, it was there since my first ever visit to Universal Orlando, and it was at one point my sister's favorite ride. She might not remember it, but I do know she loved it, and then she came back and she hated it, because all of a sudden she's afraid of heights now. Uh, Actually, the last time she went to the resort was our trip, all the way back in, what was it? 2020, summer 2020. Alright, during AIDS season. But yeah. Yeah, someone, Wallin Ballin, on Twitter, he did a, edit where, he did an edit of, like, the final scene from, Furious 7, where they were paying tribute to Paul Walker, but he put the audio over, like, a POV of Rip Ride Rocket. And there's also kind of a reason he did that. So I think it's very strong that the replacement for Rip Ride Rocket is going to be a Orlando version of Hollywood Drift, or as I like to call it, Orlando Drift. Now, I don't want it. I know a lot of people don't want it. If it ends up being it, I'm not going to throw a hissy fit about it. I'm not a fucking 2-year-old. I mean, at heart, I'm a 2-year-old. But anyway. So, however, like, that is all, like, from what I heard from some people who've also heard that, that is speculation, rumor at best. I don't know, maybe I'm just coping and seething. I can't just accept what I'm seeing. So, but usually, Universal just tends to be outright confirm when, what they're going to be replacing an attraction with. So first off, I remember when Shrek shut down, they automatically put up Minion themed walls because VillainCon ended up replacing Shrek, and when they closed Woody Woodpecker's Kid Zone, DreamWorks walls went up because it ended up being replaced by DreamWorks Land. And after doing a few research, because I don't remember 2016 all that well, they put Jimmy Fallon walls up the moment Twister closed, and they put Fast and Furious walls up the moment Beetlejuice and Disaster close. I'm sorry, I don't remember those two rides very well. I don't even think I rode them. That's me. So this is what I like. This here, they do not have a specific theme on what they're going to be replacing Rip Ride Rocket with, which is what I like to call wall theory. Alright, so wall theory is going to be what will replace Rip Ride Rocket, and the posters are going to give us some clues, because they are not giving us a specific theme on the walls like they usually do when it comes to replacements. So, like they usually do. So, we're just going to start off with, Alright, let's enlarge this dude real quick. Alright, so on the front of Rip Ride Rocket, we got a couple of things here. Like where the entrance used to be. So here we've got Cape Fear. After looking at the plot synopsis, I'm like, why would you reference that movie in a family theme park? Look it up for yourself, kids. Then there's Speed Racer, a movie I've been wanting to watch for a long time now. And Animal House. I love that movie. It's fucking hilarious. Alright, so if you can't tell, I deleted that image. And for the other side of where the entrance used to be, we've got Back to the Future, Land Before Time, Casper, and Jurassic Park. Now, now if I'm doing my math correctly on this so-called wall theory, so first of all, let's go on with what I think is the strong. You know, if they just put up the walls, I'd be like, yep, it's gonna happen, because I was like 80% sure it was gonna be Fast and Furious like the day before the walls went up. But now I don't know, maybe they might be trolling us. I don't know, because if it was Fast and the Furious, they probably would have just confirmed it by now. Universal knows not a lot of people, I wouldn't necessarily say dislike Fast and Furious, but it's like not find it as exciting as like a concept like Ghostbusters or something. But so I'd say Speed Racer would probably be the Fast and Furious clue, and so would Ghostbusters and Animal House. Not Ghostbusters, and so would Back to the Future and Animal House, because those two have iconic cars as well. As for Ghostbusters, which I don't even think that was a rumor. I think that was just speculation. I think that was just a wish list. I don't know. Maybe I might have missed something. But so as for Ghostbusters, the hints are Cape Fear, because that's a horror movie. I know Ghostbusters is a horror comedy, but you know, it still counts, all right? Animal House, because John Belushi was supposed to be in Ghostbusters, but he unfortunately died. And no offense to Belushi, but Ghostbusters would not be what we all know and love today had it been for Belushi's death. You know, I love Belushi. I know it would kind of be a distasteful thing if that's why they are, if that's what they're trying to hint at. But also, Slimer is said to be the ghost of John Belushi. So, hope. So who knows? Back to the Future could also be a Ghostbusters hint, because that also has an iconic car. I almost said a care. And finally, I mean, come on, we all know what we're talking about. Casper. I have not seen that Casper movie in a long time. I remember it was on television. I don't remember if I was watching it at the RV we had at the time, or like at the cabin, but at a cabin house we had at the time. But I was like terrified the moment like a lady just turned giant and we saw her shadow. I don't know why I was terrified by that. Okay, all right, I'm a dumbass. That's who I am. And strangely, we have Land Before Time and Jurassic Park. Now, I think this scenario is going to be very, and I mean very, unlikely. But, it could be possible that they're trying to hint at King Kong with Land Before Time and Jurassic Park, because King Kong has a bunch of dinosaurs. And why would they do a King Kong coaster, you may ask? Well, because the final act of King Kong takes place in New York. So, and earlier in the movie, there was, of course, dinosaurs on Skull Island. So I think that's far from what Universal has planned. I mean, I'd be down for that idea, but they're like, you know, oh, that's good speculation, so let's play with the fans on that part. So, I'm gonna shrink this guy a little. It's gonna take a bit. Damn it. Alright, so I'm gonna lower it down. And so for these two, this is the other side. Now, the one on the right you see before, this actually is a few months old now. We've got Invisible Man, and we've got a movie called Showboat. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to... I literally looked at my screen just to see, because I keep forgetting the name of the movie, because I'm not into those kind of movies. But honestly, Invisible Man is, could be confirmation that it could be Ghostbusters. Who knows? I don't know if those walls are still up. I just learned yesterday that this wall you're seeing on screen right now is like 2 months old. But yeah, Showboat. I had a hard time saying what could they be hinting with Showboat. But I think they could be hinting at Wicked with Showboat. And honestly, I have a theory that Universal themselves listen to YouTubers. All right, they listen to YouTubers in their spare time. So like, whenever they heard the idea of Wicked Coaster from some people, they're like, you know, that is the stupidest idea. This is the stupidest place, but we're gonna play into those anyway. We're gonna play into those theories anyway. We're gonna have fun. All right, so that's what I think Universal's trying to do. And Invisible Man, okay, look, I know Invisible Man's not a ghost, but you all know what the hell I'm talking about. Now, I don't know if this is also 2 months old, but I think this was just added either today or yesterday. Like, I do know the day the first walls went up, all right, this area was just black fabric, all right? We have Jaws, Psycho, and oh god, what is it called? The Mean Guy, I think is what it's called. Let me look it up. I have it on my phone. Sorry. The Jerk. The Jerk. Yeah, I was close. I was close. I was close. So, The Jerk, that's actually kind of a strange movie. And you know there's a cultural shift happening when they have a movie like The Jerk on, like, a wall at a theme park. So, The Jerk is a movie about a white guy who thinks he's black. I have never heard of this movie. I have never seen this movie, but I want to watch it now. Alright, Steve Martin just turned 80. I gotta watch it before he dies. Uh, so what could that be hinting at? Honestly, it could be Ghostbusters because Ghostbusters is a comedy. Psycho could hint at Ghostbusters because horror and all that stuff. And Jaws. I'm having a difficult time with Jaws. I've literally heard, if my theory of Universal listening to YouTube videos are true, that they just watch YouTube videos and they want to play into the speculation as opposed to what they have planned. Uh, Jaws, I don't know, could be Ghostbusters because of the puppet work, or could be, or it could be just a retro movie. Yeah, I honestly don't think we're getting a Back to the Future coaster. Or it could be Back to the Future because that's a retro movie also, but yeah, I do believe this is not the end of what I like to call the wall theory. So, and I made this graph before, I'm gonna delete all these behind the scenes on OBS. You want proof that I'm doing that? Looky here. Deleted. And deleted. Alright, so I'm gonna pull up another photo. Another image. Alright, so I made this yesterday before, So I made this yesterday before I discovered those other walls were around. So here's my graph. If I could go back, I would put another copy of Animal House down for, like, the Hollywood Drift. But yeah. Again, go watch Animal House. If you're not a snowflake, you're gonna love it. It's funny. It's fucking funny. So yeah. What do you guys think? That's the end of the video, and I'll see you all later. Bye. But I'm not sure if it's the end of the stream yet. Alrighty, so... yeah, I guess it is the end of the stream. Bye, guys.